This video is going to talk about how do we convert a fraction to a decimal. It's also a good video to watch if you're having trouble dividing two numbers where the dividend is less than the divisor. Okay, so if we have 3/8, we know that this fraction bar means division. Okay, so to change it from a fraction into a decimal, we can simply divide the numerator by the denominator, which means the numerator goes inside of my division box and my denominator goes on the outside of my division box. I'm going to do 3 divided by 8. Now 8 cannot go into 3, it goes in 0 times. And so what I can do is, instead of just giving up and saying the answer is 0, because we know that that is not correct, we're going to put a decimal and a 0 after the 3, because that doesn't change the value of my dividend, but it does give me more digits to work with. So now I can bring the decimal up in my answer, and we can look and see how many times does 8 go into 30. So 8 goes into 33 times, and I'm going to subtract 24 because that's 8 times 3. Okay, then 30 minus 24 is 6. So since I still have a number down here, I don't want to just put that as a remainder because we're in 6th grade and we know how to deal with decimals. So I'm going to put another 0, annex another 0, and bring that down. So 8 goes into 67 times. And 8 times 7 is 56. So I'm going to subtract 56. 60 minus 56 is 4. Okay, I'm not quite done here, so I'm going to put another 0. Annex another 0 at the end of that number, bring it down. 8 goes into 45 times, and it's exactly 40, so I'm left with 0 here, and that means that my answer is 375 thousandths. Okay, so if you ever get to a number that you can't, you're left with a remainder, but you don't have any more digits to bring down, if there's already a decimal, you just annex a 0 and bring it down. If there's not already a decimal, you put a decimal at the end of the number and then annex as many zeros as you need. Now, this was a terminating decimal. I knew that it was going to end eventually. You will get decimals that go on and on and on and on, and I'm not expecting you to find all of those numbers. Usually going to 3 or 4 decimal places is good enough.